Good morning students. In last video we had discussed about the formulas in MS Excel. In this video we are going to discuss about the built-in functions of MS Excel. Functions are predefined formulas that perform calculations by accepting values called arguments in a particular order or a structure. Function helps us perform calculation on ranges. Also, a function begin with a equal sign followed by function name and then parentheses. The argument are passed within the parentheses. X, for example, equal to sum 10, 20, in parentheses 10, 20, 30, 40. Here the 10, 20, 30, 40 is known as arguments of it. Then the sum function add these values and return the addition of these numbers. So let's discuss about some built-in functions. These functions fall under different categories such as text, mathematical, trigonometry, financial, date and time, etc. There are lots of functions available in Excel. Let's have a look at some function. First one is sum function. The sum function takes all the values in each of the specified cell and returns their total. Here syntax equal to sum value 1, value 2. It means number 1, number 2, or the address of first cell, second cell, etc. You can also use the range of cell also. For example, here given equal to sum 15, 25, 65. It means it will add these three numbers and return the output as 105. Second function is average function. This function returns the average of the given values. The syntax same as the sum function, but in place of sum we have to use average. Equal to average 10, 20, 30. It will add these three numbers and divide by the number of arguments. That's a 3, and output will be 20. Next function is max. This function returns the largest value from the given values. It means it returns the maximum value. The syntax is max, the value 1, value 2, etc. And the example equal to max 15, 25, 65. So the maximum value is 65. So it will return 65. Next function is mean function. This is the opposite of the max function. It will return the lowest value from the given values. So it is same as the max function, but instead of max we have to use mean. So example is equal to mean 15, 25, 65. So the minimum value in this numbers is 15. So it returns 15. Next function is round function. This function takes a number and number of decimal place. It returns the rounded value to the given decimal places. Syntax is equal to round decimal value and number of digits. A number of digits, it means how many digits you want after the decimal point. For example 1 equal to round in the as argument 1525.24876, 2. Here the first argument is number and second argument is number of digits after decimal point. So round function check the third one digit, because here the number of digits after decimal point is given 2. So it will check the third digit whether it is greater than or equal to 5 or less than or equal to 5. If the third one digit is greater than or equal to 5, then it will increase the previous value by 1. And if the third one digit is less than 5, then it will leave it as it is. So here the third one digit is greater than 5, so it will increase the previous value, that's a 4, to 5. So output will be 1525.25. Let's look at the second example. Here the given number is 1525.24376. Again the number of digits given 2. So it will check again the third one digit. Here the third one digit is 3. So it will leave the previous value as it is. So output will 1525.24. Next function is SQRT function. This function returns the square root of passed number. Here syntax equal to SQRT and value to find square root is a number. As for example, equal to SQRT 15,625. So our result will be 125. Next function is power function. This function takes base and exponent as arguments and returns the power value the base to the exponent. The syntax is equal to power decimal value comma round number. Round number it means power. So first example is given equal to power 2 comma 4. It means 2 to the power 4. So result will be 16. The second example equal to power 5 comma 3. It means 5 to the power 3. So result will be 125. The next function is lower function. This function returns the lower case. It means small letters of given text. The syntax is equal to lower in parenthesis text. A text should be in double quotes. Or you can use the cell address of that text. So example equal to lower in parenthesis given Brightline School. In this text, the first letter of each word is capital. But lower function convert all these capital letters into the small letter and returns like this. All letters in small. So next function is upper function. This function returns the uppercase or capital letters of the given text. It means convert all the letters into the uppercase. So syntax is equal to upper in parenthesis text. For example, this is upper in bracket is given Brightline School. Here again the first letter of each word is capital. So it will convert all the letters into the uppercase like this. Next function is today function. This function returns the current system date in the selected cell. So this is syntax. The example is same because it need not to pass any argument in this function. So it will return the current system date and time. That's it. 11/5/20. So these are some built-in functions. Now let's look some how to apply a simple function in a sheet. So first of all, go to the cell where you need to display the sum of the values. Here in this worksheet we are given some item name, January sale, February sale, March sale, and in the cell E2 we have to calculate the total of the cell. Then under the formula tab in the function library group, click on the insert function option. When you click on the insert function option, the insert function dialog box will pop up like this. From here select some function from the list and click OK. When you click on OK button, it will display, show the function argument dialog box. This one. In the field number 1, type the argument that is range of cell which contain the values whose sum need to be calculated. Here, for example, B2 colon D2. This is a range of values that we want to calculate, and then click on OK button. So when you press enter, it will calculate the total. And if you want to calculate the other, then copy this function down to other cell by dragging with fill handle. Fill handle is a small square dot that is present in a rightmost bottom corner of the cell. So by using this fill handle, drag it to down one. Total cells calculated in cell E2 and function copied down to other cell, and it will show the sum of other values also. So MS Excel provides some logical functions also. Logical functions allow combining more than one condition to perform a logical check. For example, a person is allowed to vote if he or she is at least 18 years old and his or her address is verified. Both of these conditions need to be satisfied for a person to cast his or her vote. MS Excel provides three functions to perform such logical check. These functions are first one, AND function. It returns true only if all the conditions given as argument are true, and return false if any of the condition is false. It means out of the 10 arguments, if the 9 is true and 1 is false, then it will return false. It will return true only when all the 10 arguments are true. For example, here two conditions are given here as argument. First one, the value of A1 should be 100 and the value of B1 should be yes. If the both condition is true, then it will return true. In the second example, we given three arguments. If all three arguments are true, then it will return true. If any of this argument is false, then it will return false. Next one, OR function. It returns true if any of the given condition is true, and return false if all the conditions are false. It means it requires any one condition true, then it will return true. So example is same. If any of these arguments are true, then it will return true. If all the arguments given then it will return false. Next one is NOT function. Checks reverse of the condition. It takes only one condition at a time to check. Here given not A1 is equal to 100. It means the value of A1 should not be equal to 100. If the value of A1 is 100, then it will return false. If the value of A1 is not 100, then it will return true. Just it reverses the condition. Logical functions are generally used with other functions like if to perform decision making. Consider the following sheet. Here we given some students' name, their marks in academic, sports, co-curricular activities, and here we have to check whether they are eligible to go for on excursion or not. So here some condition is given that the student who have secured 75% or more in their academic performance or secured 85% in sports as well as co-curricular activities. It means they have to either score 75% or more in academic or score 85% or more in sports and co-curricular activities. Then they can go for excursion. The formula for first student is if condition here we have used if or B2 is greater than 75. Here B2 is marks of academic, and second argument is and C2 is greater than 85, D2 is greater than 85. It means C2 it means the sports marks and the D2 it marks co-curricular activities marks. Both should be greater than 85. Then it will return yes. If any of the condition is false, then it will return no. So output to and copy this formula to other cells to check whether they are eligible to go for excursion or not. So that's all about the logical functions. In this function, you can notice the use of parentheses in the formula and has two conditions to check. C2 is greater than equal to 85 and D2 is greater than equal to 85. If they both are true, it will return true, otherwise false. The condition written by AND will be used by OR function, and it has one more condition to check B2 is greater than 75. It will return true if a student has 75% or more in academic or 85% or more in sports as well as co-curricular activities. So this is how to use the logical functions. That's all for today. Thank you.